offensive starters coming back for Skyview. No better way to keep them off balance than to get them gassed, and that's exactly what DJ Nelson can do on runs like that.
Schmidt running downfield looking for somebody to block. Nelson picking up 6. Now he pitches back to Falk, who throws it back to Nelson. A little bit of trickeration for the Grizz as Nelson winds his way down near the 30-yard line. A pickup of 18 on that play.
Well, one of the Logan Grizzlies on the wing here, one of the wide receivers, I didn't catch his number, almost gets a block in the back. He pulls his hands out just in time, but luckily for Logan, the flag isn't thrown right there, just swing and a miss. Looks like one of the linemen actually got out there. They're just excited to get in space and be able to hit somebody.
You wondered if Nelson might want to throw that, but it was a forward pass back to him, so he couldn't. He just took off running.
I think that's probably his option. If he gets out there in space and gets a forward pass, he knows he's got to run it, but otherwise he could throw it.
Nelson to the sideline, that one way off target, and he hits the turf just as he throws it.
Number 10, Kirby Olsen, incomplete.
So Nelson's first pass
brings up a 2nd and 10.
Hits the ground.
Kirby Olsen, oh sorry, go ahead.
Well, I was just going to bring up the whole 2 quarterbacks deal, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, Nelson had a huge game a couple of weeks ago against Park City, and then Falk has it against Ogden. Then people start asking, well, who? Nelson or Falk? Nelson or Falk?
Well, one's a junior and one's a sophomore, so this minor controversy, which Coach Favero doesn't think it's a controversy, will continue next year.
They give to Hartman. He turns it up inside, and the ball on the turf. Who's got it? Looks like Skyview has it.
Let's see what the officials say. Skyview thinks they do.
The official threw his beanbag in there from the far sideline.
Looks like Logan probably covered it up.
He's spotting where it came out.
He's tackled by number 72.
Logan back on it, and it's the big center, Taylor Lawland, that comes up with it, so you can see.
Well, it looks like it might have come out on the dirt. Or plastic grass, whatever.
The rubber-filled plastic grass.
Rubber pellets.
Rubber pellets. So it ends up being recovered by Logan, and it comes back to where it was originally fumbled. And Logan takes over, 3rd down and 6. Or Logan regains control, I should say. Inside route to Hartman. Hartman right at the sticks. And he won't go down. Finally, he's hauled backwards, and it's 4th down. He needed 6, 7. He got 6.
Well, you have a good kicker in Thompson. He's got a big boot, and he could kick it from here. The wind seems to be going in their direction a little bit.
Oh, he's kicked a 50-plus yarder, but Mike Favero's not going to kick a field goal on 4th and 1 inside your opponent's 25. Clock running with 6:45 to play in the first quarter. No score. Skyview went 3 and out. This is Logan's first possession. Nelson will keep it. Nelson's got the first down. Needed a yard. He got 2. He's got 4 carries for 17 yards. You know, everybody's making a big deal about the BYU quarterback controversy. That's not one anymore because of injury. I don't think that really applies in high school. I think you can run 2 quarterbacks in high school.
Yeah.
In college and the pros, no way. If you have 2 quarterbacks, you don't have a quarterback. In high school, I think you can. If you got 2 guys, you can run it.
Just a different dynamic. They can both be leaders on the team, and they've played with the same team since they were little kids.
Nelson keeps it. It somehow gets away from 3 Bobcats and gets down inside the 10. 1st and goal, Logan. So a big dose of DJ Nelson. They came hard off the edges and looked like they had him seamed in. And look at this. Yoink.
Almost looks like his head gets turned there right at the end with maybe a shot to the face mask. No grabbing, I guess.
His own guy gave him a heck of a shot. And Dalton Cole, 6'5", 225. Nelson will keep. Nelson picks up a couple.
On the season, DJ's rushed for 217 yards on 61 carries for 3.5 yards per carry. So he's been an effective runner out of that quarterback position.
Well, he's averaging more than 5 yards a carry here. So far, he's 6 carries, 33 yards. 2nd and goal from 6. They'd split Hartman way wide. You're wondering if maybe they'll look for him on a slant. Kirby Olsen to the far side. That's where they look on the comeback. Touchdown, Logan.
DJ Nelson's pass complete to number 10. Kirby Olson is complete for a Grizzly touchdown.
Well, that's exactly what Logan does. They clear out that whole left side and then send Kirby Olson to the right side, and he's just so tall, he goes up and gets that. The cornerback really didn't even see the ball before Kirby had it in his breadbasket. Because that's where you put the ball, in the breadbasket.
11 plays, 61 yards, and the Grizzlies get on the board first. Thompson's PAT attempt. Right down the middle, 7-0 Logan in the early going here in Smithfield.
Jake Thompson is good.
Academy, your club, your results, your life.
Well, Logan leads 7-0, but Zach McKinley giving a little bit of a boost to his team as he returns the kick up to midfield, and Skyview will start with a short field. That's Yabitzi Wells.
Yabitz Wells, yeah. He's plays corner. He's their kicker as well. And look at his great instincts here as he changes the ball from his left hand to his right hand when he feels the pressure and tucks it away. Does it right about here. Oop.
Skyview trailing 7-0, starts at midfield. Anderson has Jorgensen behind him in the backfield. And he's got 4 wide receivers. Anderson will keep it. Linebacker got chipped. That gave Anderson a chance to pick up a couple of more yards, and he makes it a 5-yard run.
Gabe Anderson on the carry.
Well, if you can get to that corner and pick up 5 yards on first down, that gives you a whole lot more options on second and third down.
Jason Fairborn, the middle backer, he was coming hard. One of the linemen got a little bit of a chip on him and slowed him down because he had a bead on Anderson, and that allowed Anderson to get to the corner.
You got to think he likes running. Gabe likes running behind Gabe. Gabe Christensen, number 70 on your screen. Take a look at him if you can tonight. He's a big kid.
The first man on the line right there for Skyview. Going across the middle, and it's picked. He throws it right to the safety, Derek Larson. Larson walloped by Brady Martin. But Logan has the ball back and a 7-0 lead.
I don't know if Gabe ever saw that coming. Didn't see the man coming across the middle. Just kind of hefted it up there, and it's not a very well thrown ball. And double coverage by Logan almost always ends in a turnover.
Derek Larson, a big safety. How do you miss him? 6'3", 205. And Anderson just threw that into double coverage. Saw something that wasn't there. It's much easier to see what's going on when you're way up here like we are.
That's true. Nobody trying to smack you in the face usually.
That's right. Way above everything. So Logan takes over. Now it's Falk's turn at quarterback. Despite the fact that Nelson led him to a score, Falk always gets the second possession. Hartman on the end around. Picks up 4.
Jameson Hartman, a 5'8", 140-pound junior. That kid's got some wheels.
You know, in that play, you can turn it up in that. You can turn it up inside, or you can take it all the way to the edge. Not sure if Coach Favero gives the player the option on that or not, but he went a little bit further outside that time than the last time he carried it. There's so many things on that little fly sweep.
5 receiver
you
spread.
can do. Falk, lots of time. Kirby Olsen, first down.
They're going to play that zone coverage. Kirby Olsen's going to find that spot all night.
8 yards and a first down. Olsen 2 catches for 14 yards and a touchdown. He just sat down, didn't he? Found the dead spot.
Yep, on the season, 17 catches, 181 yards.
Falk over the middle, nobody home, and there's a flag. Artist got hung up, ran into a couple of Bobcats, and they're going to call pass interference.
There's a flag on the play.
It don't matter if it's catchable or not.
No, it's holding. That's probably a better way to call that one. And you're right, it doesn't matter in high school if the ball is catchable or not. There's high school rules are far different than what you see on Sunday. So you get a lot of people that get awful lathered up about some calls.
They've been watching too much NFL
and
red zone.
And they're getting lathered up on about NFL calls. So it's a first down on the first penalty of the game. On either team. So Skyview with the turnover after starting midfield. They turn it over. And now Logan on the move. This drive starting at their own 45-yard line. Falk lofts one out there. This one could be another flag.
You
No.
got to throw that flag. No. Well, if you threw the last one, I thought for sure that one was coming.
Landon Sidaway got away with one of them. Changed his name to Landon Gotaway.
There's a
There's
flag.
a flag in the backfield. Did they hit Falk late, or was it a hold?
Could be a hold. It takes a long time for that play to develop as that receiver tries to go on that long in route.
No, they're calling that one on Skyview. They must have hit Falk late. Yeah, a blow to the head. Hit him in the head. So that's a personal foul, 15 more yards, so 20 yards worth of penalties.
There's one thing Logan's offense does not need is help from the defense to be a penalty.
Logan in the red zone again, 3:17 to play in the first period. And the Grizzlies leading 7-0 and knocking on the door again. Now there's a penalty on Logan.
Josh Sadler, a little antsy, 6'4", 270. I'm really impressed with both of these schools and the size they have on their lines. The last few years, we haven't seen that much size in the Valley.
Well, Horsley left early, too, from his slot position. There's Coach Favero. Nelson there on the sideline with him. So Falk has this series. Nelson will be back in on the next series. And as long as Nelson keeps scoring, he stays in there. Hartman slips one tackle, but not the other one. Was that Jordan Nilsson? That was big Jordan Nilsson that took him down after a gain of, well, nothing. No gain.
No gain on the play, 2nd and 15.
Look, number 9, Colton Arave was in there as well.
Second and 15 now for the Grizzlies. Ball just inside the 25-yard line, and Logan taking another timeout. So Coach Favero taking 2 timeouts in the first period in this ball game. And well, Lee, I think, Skyview's, they cannot shoot themselves in the foot if they want to stay with Logan, because Logan's offense is pretty clear is back on track, regardless of the level of competition they played the last couple weeks. I mean, they put the hammer down on teams they should have put the hammer down on.
Yeah, they scored 98 points in the last 2 weeks.
And they scored all of those in the first half.
That's true.
Of both games. And at halftime, both of those games, they pretty much pulled all their starters.
Logan put their starters in at the end of the game last week.
Yeah, I never got a chance to talk with
why.
Coach Favero to ask him about why he did that. Usually there's a reason.
Yeah, he doesn't do much without reasons.
Now Falk back deep. Schmidt back with him. Falk on the comeback route to Hartman. Hartman, 3rd down and 1 after a pickup of 14.